Good afternoon, children. Today you will revise question answer of chapter electric current and its chemical effects. All of you have written question answer earlier. Today you have to look at your book and revise it. First question is fill in the blanks. Most liquids that conduct electricity are solutions of dash. You can write acids, bases and salts. Next is the dash the concentration of an ion in the solution, the greater is the conductivity of the solution. You can write the more is the concentration of an ion in the solution, the greater is the conductivity of the solution. Third is the passage of an electric current through a solution can cause dash effects. You can write chemical effects. Fourth, when electric current is passed through copper sulfate solution, copper gets deposited on the plate connected to the negative terminal of the battery. In the blank you have to write negative terminal. Fifth number, the process in which electricity is used to deposit a thin layer of any desired metal on another metallic object is known as dash. You can write electroplating. Last one, the faster is the relative motion between the magnet and the coil, the dash is the current that flows through the coil. You can write in the dash more. The more is the current that flows through the coil. Now, true or false for the following statement. A solution of silver nitrate is a good electrolyte. You can write true. An electrolytic cell consists of a cathode, anode and an electrolyte. It is true. Third number, the oxygen gets liberated at the anode during the electrolysis of acidified water. You can write true. Fourth number, electrorefining is the process of coating one metal on another using an electric current. It is false. 5. The phenomenon of electromagnetic induction was discovered by the Italian scientist Alessandro Volta. It is false. Now MCQ. The names of 4 electrolytes are given below. Okay children, you have to look at the answers carefully because in half yearly exam MCQ will carry 10 marks. The names of 4 electrolytes are given below. Sea water, tap water, nitric acid, oxalic acid. Out of these, the weak electrolytes are the ones labeled as, you can take B and D. Tap water and oxalic acid are weak electrolytes. Second, the electrolytes conduct electricity due to the movement of, you can take positive as well as negative ions. Third number, the electrode connected to the positive terminal of a battery is known as, you can take anode. Fourth number, the phenomenon of decomposition of an electrolyte when electricity is passed through it is known as electrolysis. Fifth number, the process of coating iron with chromium is known as, you can take electroplating. Now question number D1. D1. State the appropriate term used for a liquid or solution which can conduct electricity along with some accompanying chemical changes. You can write electrolytes. Okay, are the liquids which can conduct electricity along with some accompanying changes. Second, distinguish between strong and weak electrolytes. Give 2 examples of each. Strong electrolytes are such electrolytes which ionize completely and more free mobile ions are available in them to conduct electricity. And weak electrolytes are such electrolytes which ionize partially in the solution, hence less free mobile ions are available in them to conduct electricity. Examples of strong electrolytes you can write sulfuric acid, nitric acid, sodium chloride, copper sulfate, etc. And example of weak electrolytes you can write oxalic acid, citric acid, tap water, etc. Name the third question D3. Name the device that converts chemical energy into electrical energy. You can write electric cell. Next B, 3B, mechanical energy into electrical energy. Name the device that converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. You can write generator. Next, question number 4. Name the scientists who introduced the world to the voltaic cell. You can write Alessandro Volta. Okay. Next question. Name the scientist who discovered the phenomenon of electrolysis. You can write Michael Faraday. Okay. Next, name the scientist who discovered phenomenon of electromagnetic induction. You can write Michael Faraday. Question number 5. An electrode A is in the given diagram is given. An electrode A is connected to the positive terminal while electrode B is connected to the negative terminal of a battery as shown in the diagram. Give the name of the electrode A and B. All of you can write electrode A is anode because you know anode is connected to positive terminal of the battery, and electrode B is cathode because it is connected to negative terminal of the battery. Name the process associated with the circuit shown here. You can write electrolysis. The process associated with the circuit is electrolysis of water. Name the gases produced at A and B. At A, it is connected to positive terminal, so the gas will be oxygen, and at electrode B, the gas will be hydrogen. Name the gases produced at A and B. You can write at A it is oxygen and at B it is hydrogen. Next question. Question number 6. State the meaning of the term electromagnetic induction. Electrolysis, electrodes, electrorefining metals. You can memorize it from keywords. It is written in short. Very good answer is given there. State 3 uses of phenomenon of electrolysis. You have to write 3 uses of electrolysis. First use you can write it is used for extraction of metals, highly reactive metal like sodium, potassium, calcium, etc. They are extracted from their ores by electrolysis. Next, it is used for electro-refining of metals. We can get pure metal from impure one by passing electric current or by the process of electrolysis. So, second use is for electro-refining of metals. Third use is for electroplating, means depositing a thin layer of desired metal over another metal by passing electric current is called electroplating. So you can write 3 uses of electrolysis. Okay. Now question E1. Give reason for the following. Solid sodium chloride does not conduct electricity while sodium chloride solution conducts. Solid sodium chloride does not provide free mobile ions, whereas sodium chloride solution provides positive and negative ions, and due to movement of these ions it can conduct electricity. Next, E1b. It is not safe to carry out electrical repairs outdoors during a heavy downpour. Okay children, heavy downpour means rain. All of you know rain water contains dissolved salts and it can conduct electricity. So it is not safe to carry out electrical repairs outdoors during a heavy downpour because it may cause electric shock to the electrician. C. To carry out electrolysis of water, a few drops of sulfuric acid are added to the water. Adding sulfuric acid in water makes it more conducting. Therefore, a few drops of sulfuric acid are added in water to make the solution more conducting. Okay. Next question. Kitchen gas burners are often coated with chromium. You have to write all the usage of electroplating. Okay. Kitchen gas burners are coated with chromium to provide a protective covering, to make it stronger, to avoid corrosion, to avoid wear and tear, to avoid scratches, and to make it more durable. So you can write all the usage of electroplating. So kitchen gas burners are coated with chromium. Next question. Three electrolytic cells A, B and C are connected with identical bulb in separate circuit as shown in the diagram. Electrolytic cell A contains sodium chloride solution. Electrolytic cell B contains acetic acid solution. Electrolytic C contains distilled water. Now, on the basis of given these three diagrams, you have to answer in which setup will the bulb glow the brightest. You will write in setup A, bulb will glow the brightest because sodium chloride solution is a strong electrolyte. It will provide more free mobile ions to conduct electricity. In which setup will the bulb glow of the bulb be quite dim? You can write in setup B because acetic acid is a weak electrolyte, so it will provide less free mobile ions to conduct electricity. In which setup will the bulb not glow at all? In setup C, bulb will not glow at all because distilled water does not conduct electricity. It is non-electrolyte. Justified answer. Now you have to name the metals again on the basis of this diagram. Next question is define electroplating. How can a steel spoon be plated with silver? Explain with the help of diagram. State three usage of electroplating. You have already read, children, three usage of electroplating. Define electroplating. You already know, children, what is electroplating? Depositing a desired metal over another metal by passing electric current is called electroplating. How can a steel spoon be plated with silver? You have already drawn the diagram. Steel spoon will be made cathode and silver will be made anode and solution will be silver nitrate. Okay, children? Three usage of electroplating. Three usage of electroplating. You have studied, children. Three usage of electroplating. Applications of electroplating, like first one is it provides protective covering. Second one you have to explain in short. Second is it minimizes the cost. Third is it makes the objects more attractive, so it changes the appearance. You have to explain. Three applications are given. First is to alter the appearance, second is to provide protective covering, and third is for minimizing the cost. Next question is describe an experiment to show that we can get electrical energy by using a magnet. Diagram is given, page number 292, activity 5 you have to revise. With this your question answer discussion is complete, children. All of you will revise it and you will memorize keywords also, and you have to revise. You must know also. Thank you, children.